Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, man? What's up? Back at it again. Um, I wanted to talk about the Rob Murphy situation. As I'm gonna speak on it, I'm gonna play the interview that they had with um the lady that's accusing them, and I'm gonna stop it at certain points to get my thoughts on it. So just want to put y'all up on it. So I'm about to play it. So you know, so this woman's name is DJ Rosca. She took a job with the executive assistant with Pistons executive Rob Murphy. She said it turned out he only wanted her for sex. He turned her into a nanny for his kid, then verbally and sexually harassed her for months. They stayed quiet until she couldn't anymore. So I'm gonna speak about that as well. But I'm gonna let y'all listen to this interview, and then I'm gonna stop at certain points to throw my opinion. So and also, man, shout out to the Motor City Crews, man. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, here y'all go.
Job with everything that I was doing as a project manager in the position that I was doing at the time. So when I saw it, I was like, oh, this is a piece of cake. I got this. Booking flights, checking emails, coordinating meetings. And the most exciting part to me was being so close with the basketball organization, sitting in meetings, kind of learning.
First of all, let me stop it right there. First of all, never think any job is easy. Okay, no job getting is easy. So maybe if you throwing yourself at people, it can be, but never think you're going to get a position and it's going to be easy. You know what I'm saying? So that's where women need to stop right there. Just because you may look a certain way or something like that and your credentials and stuff, that doesn't mean that you're gonna get the job. So I just want to put that out there. So never think you're going to put a job easy, no matter what it is. So just wanted to point that out, but I'm gonna let it play.
Learning the ups and downs, being in the space of being a basketball exec. Without being a basketball exec, I was the assistant to it. So it gave me an opportunity to grow and learn in that space and also be responsible for this person's, career in a professional way, which I had done being a project manager anyway. So when I saw it, I was like, I'm more than qualified for this role. I feel like it was like a nightmare happened because me as a smart woman, I've done so much. I have, as a single mother, I worked so hard to protect myself, protect my daughter.
Listen, let me stop it one more. Let me stop it again. Ladies, you got to stop using this single mother thing as an excuse for what you've been through. You chose to be a single mother. So please stop that. You choose not to deal with your baby father and everything. So please stop using that as an excuse. I hate when women do that. I hate when women use that as an excuse to for people to feel sorry for them. They use the single mother excuse about, oh, I'm working hard, I'm a single. Yeah, but you chose to be a single mother. You chose that. You chose for that. So please stop that. Stop using that as an excuse for everything. Oh, I'm a single mother and I want to feel safe. Oh, I'm a single. Y'all need to stop doing that. You chose to be that way. You chose to have a dude that was a nothing dude. You chose that. You chose not to get married before you have a kid. So please take responsibility for what you did too. It's not what the guy did. You have support. You have accountability for that too. And women, especially our women, don't like to take accountability for a lot of things. So putting that out there, but I'm gonna still keep playing it.
Protect the people around me. So when I'm asked like what happened, it seems like a vague answer, but I don't know. Something happened out of my control. What I did was control what I could, and that was to not have this harassment stop me as a woman and not take away from the opportunity that I felt was still there within working in the organization. Because I did give my other positions away, my other careers away. I have to support my daughter and I have to keep this roof.
Once again, that's accountability. You chose to do that. You have nobody to blame but yourself. You didn't have to do that. You did that on your own. That accountability, once again. She's like, oh, I gave up a lot of positions and stuff. Yeah, but you chose to do that. You didn't have to take this position, but you thought it was going to be so easy that you can get it, not knowing these other candidates and people that's going for this job too. So you didn't throw away all that to join this. So you knew what you was getting into on that. Yeah. Oh, I have a daughter. Well, you should have thought of that before you gave up your other jobs as well and other careers. You always got to think about that. So you don't just up and leave that for something like, come on, man, don't do that. That's another thing, ladies. Stop that as well. But let me play it again.
Over our heads. So if what you want me to do is to pick up your son and take care of your son, and I'm going to do it because I'm in a position now to where I'm in this thing every day. I'm working. I'm going to the facility in the morning. I had to pick the kids up. It was just kind of like I was turned into a personal assistant nanny. And I was also called at one point, a couple times, the driver by his son and his son's friends. And just
that's what you were.
As a woman who I've worked so hard.
That's what you were, though.
In all the careers and everything that I've done, at the end of the day, to be called a driver by teenagers, to me, it was kind of heartbreaking.
But you chose to be that, and you chose to do that.
I took a huge pay cut, getting rid of 2 jobs and taking on this job. Obviously, it was only like $30,000 a year. I was told that in the beginning. He said
First of all, that's another thing. You chose to be that. But please don't understand, it was only $30,000. It's a lot of people that are making $30,000. So please do not ridicule people who make a certain amount of money. And you still chose to take this job, even though it was only $30,000, but yet you still took it because you gave up your life, you gave up your career to do this. And you're complaining, oh, you're known as a driver, but that's what you was doing. You was a nanny and you was a driver. That's what the hell you was doing. Just like with guys, we get criticized for our jobs all the time. Oh, you work at McDonald's. Oh, you work here. They don't give you respect if you work at certain places. They don't even want to be around you. So, man, miss me with that bull, bro. Miss me with that. But you chose to do that.
Pay is not that great, but the opportunity is going to be what is going to matter. And so again, single mother, doing my thing, no complaints. I'm proud to be
single mother excuse again.
From a divorce, getting to where I was.
You chose to be divorced.
No handouts, no help from anybody, just working and, providing for my daughter and I. But there was one time, because like I said, the ride to...
Now, we don't know if she wasn't getting no help. The guy could be paying child support or something like that. So we don't know if she wasn't getting no help or not. And somebody was helping her. So you can't say you wasn't getting no help. Somebody was helping you. So please stop that. Now, we don't know if this dude was in the child's life or still in the child's life or paying child support. But you still got to see your kids. So if he wasn't seeing his kids or he is seeing his kids and stuff like that, we don't know that. We just only going by what she's saying. Because for all we know, this woman could be lying. Could be doing this for the attention and stuff like that. So
pick his son up, back down Jefferson and back to my house was 45-minute drive every day. So it was one time where I literally only had $5 to put in my gas tank. And his son laughed about it and was like, why are you only putting $5 on your gas? And I'm like, because I only have $5 on my card until, because now I'm living from paycheck to paycheck, which, again, I felt was worth the, not complaining, thought it was worth the opportunity that I was.
You weren't complaining, but you're complaining about it now. So technically, you're complaining about it. You were complaining. Oh, I only got $5. Well, hey, like I said, you still picked this job, so you knew what you was getting into. Oh, rewards and stuff and all the, but still, you had something. So be thankful for that. Not condoning what he did was wrong and stuff like that. But be happy that you have something. Or this man gave you a job. And you have that. And basically, too, I didn't mention this. You basically using him to get a better position. So basically, y'all basically using each other. See, people not talking about she's actually using him to better to have a better position higher into that company. So basically, they're using each other. So accountability once again. She's using him too. So I'm just saying.
Oh, promised. So then one time I dropped him off and he called me back and he goes, "Hey, my dad wants to talk to you." This is one of the times where I had stopped coming inside the house. I had stopped. I can drop you off, but I'm not going back inside, because I would go inside. I would make sure, he didn't feel alone.
I didn't blurring out his child's name.
Like dropping him off, make sure he's okay, eat, do your homework, stuff like that. I would get a text from Rob, like, "Hey, make sure he does his homework," things like that. So I had drove off. It was like, "Hey, my dad wants to talk to you." So I'm just like,
I don't know why they blurring that out. Everybody gonna know.
Inside, but it was a time where Rob had
what his son name is.
This probably happened twice, where he gave me $100 for gas to take care of me driving his son and back and forth. Other than that, I didn't gain any. When I would take, it would be my money. It would be my dollar, and that was okay with me. I'm giving this kid an experience that his mom is not here, his dad is not here.
Now, y'all just heard her say, "Oh, I was okay with that." Well, technically, you weren't, because first of all, you said you only had $5. He helped you out with gas. Then you say, "Oh, you're okay with that." Now, when really you're not, because you're going to complain about how much you're getting paid. So, which you chose to still have his job, even though you were getting belittled and stuff like that by him and his kids, and probably everybody else, but you still decided to take the job because you needed the money. So, you know what I'm saying? You have to blame for that too. So, just saying.
Never mattered to me. So
it never mattered to her.
I never received any gas money, was it, and then to be paid for the Rob Murphy Foundation event that I did. That was it. The verbal harassment started first. Okay. And it kind of lit up. And again, at the time, I didn't see he was testing me, testing the waters. Don't tell people about my personal life.
Which she did.
I have to know I can trust you.
Which she can't.
That it was kind of like he was grooming. It's disgusting to think about it, that he was grooming me without me knowing. That outfit, I don't want other men in the office looking at you like that. And for me, jokingly, I'm just like, okay, well, buy me another wardrobe. Just not even knowing that I was being groomed in a space that was later to be a nightmare.
At what point did he ever say, when you started to get uncomfortable about your job, the treatment, the harassment, the assault, did he ever say to you something to the effect of, "Don't bother complaining to HR because I have clout here and there's no," can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I would love to. One of the things that, again, when you're in the space, you don't really realize is happening to you, is I was isolated and manipulated in a space to where Rob made it feel like he was the only person there who had my back and that could protect me. He made statements, not only to myself, but to another colleague about me, that HR didn't want me there. Nobody wanted me there. My job was going to be given to a person who had a higher education than I did. That HR thought I was ghetto. He also thought I was ghetto. Things that I did was ghetto, and that without him, I wouldn't have the position. And so he definitely made me feel. And it's not the fact that I just went into that blindly. There was an amount of trust that I had in Rob, obviously. And so when he said things like that, I didn't think yes.
Wait. Stop. So you said you didn't have that much trust in him, but you still work with him and still decided to do the stuff that you did. And you were uncomfortable, but yet you still stayed. You could have easily said, no, I can't deal with this, or you just left. And you could just leave that situation. If you were getting treated unfairly, you can leave. You know what I'm saying? You can go whenever you want to. But because she needed them bills to be paid off or whatever, that's why she stayed. Because her money was low. That's why she stayed. So let's get that clear.
And it made me feel as if HR protected him. He had a fierce protection behind him with HR. They brought up the fact that the only time I did get pulled into HR is the time where Nicolette said something I was wearing was inappropriate. I felt like it wasn't. I shared the picture of what I was wearing. I actually wore that same outfit to sit in front of their attorneys so they could see. And it was very Mean Girl-esque. It was very discriminating, and it was a very comfortable space. There were breaking points to where I would lay in my bed and I would cry, and I couldn't even get out of bed. There were breaking points to where I went for other employment. I researched other employment and applied for other employment within the organization. But one of the things that really, like I said, the breaking point that kept me from ever staying the night again was when Rob attempted to force me to have sex with him. And that's something hard to talk about. Again, it was one of those times where, because it happened twice, where he came home after being away,
telling his business still
on a
on
scouting
national
trip,
TV,
and came home early. And it happened the morning after he came. And it was just, again, I'm in a space where I'm not expecting to be harassed. I'm not expecting to be assaulted. And he tried to force me to engage in sex with him at his house. And it was forceful, and it was to the point where I had to gain my strength mentally, emotionally, and physically to get myself out of that situation. That was a huge breaking point. Well, that happened at a time where I had stayed the night. He was out on a scouting trip, and he ended up coming home at like 2:00 in the morning. So I was still there with his son. The next morning, he called both his son and I in his room to talk. We were just talking about, okay, how was school? What happened? And then in the midst of the conversation, he excused out of the room. He's like, hey, I need to talk to DJ for a sec. So we're in the room, and at this point, he's standing in front of me. My guards are down because we're all in the same, I'm not thinking. And again, I can't keep beating myself up for that. Like, okay, I wasn't thinking. But
yes, you can.
He then got in front of me and pushed me down on his bed and tried to engage in, the beginning of, some kind of sexual activity. So I'm literally trying to push my body up because he's on top of me, and I'm like, hey, Rob, I don't want to do this. And he then, it's disgusting to say, but
I too disgusting, you gonna say,
hey, I'm on my period. And he's just like, DJ, it's just a little blood, we're adults. You need to get out of the bed.
Oh, no, see, whoa. Now that's crossing a crazy line. I don't condone sexual assaults of any kind, man. And listen, we don't know if he really did this or not. This is just an allegation. We don't know if it's true. I know, but to force somebody to do that, and why they say they on a period, and then you still want to do that, it's just, oh, hell no, man. A woman tells me she on her period, I'm like, that's all I need to hear. But it's just a little nah, man, hell no, bro. I don't play like that. And if he does that type of stuff, that's some weird stuff right there. That's some weird shit. For real. That's weird as hell. that's something. That's something is wrong with him if he really thinks that. If he really has that mindset of doing that, that's a weird dude, man. If he does, if that's what he asked her, really. But come on, man. Pushing somebody on the bed and stuff like that. Like, come on, man. You don't want to force yourself into that situation. I feel for her if she was in that situation and you don't want nobody doing that, because no man should do that. We don't condone that. You know what I'm saying? She had to do what she had to do. I can't fault her for that. I fault him because you shouldn't have put her in that situation. You shouldn't have if that happened. We just speculating that this has happened. But if he really did that, man, and messed up his career, like, I'll speak on that, man. I'm gonna just listen to the video.
When he said that, even right now, it just kind of makes me want to regurgitate. Saying that, it gave me enough
Just
to like
a little
push up
blood?
and just sit at the edge of the bed. As I'm sitting
That's
at the edge of
crazy,
the bed,
bro.
he then gets up and he's pacing his room now. He's just like, you just think too much, you know, you just need to let stuff happen. This isn't a big deal. Sex is sex, you know, all these things. I'm just thinking in my head, like, what just happened to me? As he's still speaking, I'm still in a mode, in a space of
Crazy, man. Crazy.
what just happened and how do I get out of this space right now? And I had let a couple of women know. One, because I didn't want the same thing to happen to them in the organization, especially one that was younger. And it really broke my heart to even think for a second that this could be happening to her, because we all worked closely with Rob. And yeah, there were people I told in real time as the harassment was going on what happened. That person knew when it happened, while it happened, and it was a time where her and I sat down and we were both in tears talking about it, and it was just like, she was like, DJ, you have to say something. He has to be stopped. And in that sit down, I realized that I was going to be the person to stop him. And I think I said that out loud. Yep.
Okay. So yeah, that's the end of that video. Yeah. So get my thoughts on that, man. See, the one thing I don't like when women that do this is that, first of all, oh, I was afraid and stuff. Well, actually, you ain't too afraid. I mean, you on local television telling the business, so obviously you ain't even afraid. You not that afraid. And why it take you so long to want to say something now? Why you didn't say anything when that happened? That's my thing. Like, I don't get women with that, man. You wait years to say something. And they seem to do that with a lot of black men. They don't do that with a lot of other races, but they're quick to put black men on blast. Not saying that this woman is saying that she's lying or anything like that, but I just hate that women do that to black men all the time. Want to put our business like that out there. You know what I'm saying? It's come on, man. Don't do that. We ain't doing that with y'all, so please don't do that with us. You know what I'm saying? Why do women always wait so long to say something? They wait years later instead of when that happened. And then you stayed and still was there. Like, that's more on you. You never should have don't put yourself in a situation, and don't stay in that situation. That's my thing with her. Don't put yourself in a position. And plus, y'all both used each other. You used him to try to get a step up into the company. He used you for sex. So y'all basically used each other. Again, I think if he did all this stuff and sexually abused her and everything like that, he's a fucking idiot. He's a fucking idiot. Because you don't jeopardize your high position as a assistant GM and a president of the Motor City Cruise. I've met Rob Murphy. Hell, I got him autographed on my hat. If y'all can see, this is Rob Murphy. So that's his signature. So I've met him a couple times. Good dude, cool dude, always. Um, every time he sees you, he be like, "Hey, how you doing, man? Did you have a good time? You have a good time in the game? Keep supporting us and stuff." So he's always been an upbeat, cool person. To me, he has, because I met him a few times, and he's always been cool with me. I don't know him personally, but I went to some cruise games, and I was wondering, like, damn, why I didn't see him throughout the past year. Then I see that this is the reason why, because I didn't see him at all. I think I may have seen him in a couple Piston games, but I haven't seen him at the Motor City Cruise games. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what's going on? I saw him every game during the first year, and this past year I didn't see him at all. But now I see why. So, but Rob Murphy was cool with me, man. I mean, he was a good dude, great guy. But if he really did this, he's a fucking idiot. You don't jeopardize your job and your career over a woman who's average, or hell, any woman. You don't do that. I'm not going to say average. Scratch that. Not going to say average. She was a nice looking chick. Just nice. I'm not going to say average. She's above average. I'm just any woman. You don't jeopardize your career on that. You don't force yourself having sex with somebody you work with. You know these women are going to be quick to tell HR and everything. You can't even come up to women at work. They're going to accuse you of that. The best thing, don't get yourself involved with women. I've said this many times. Stop getting involved with people you work with. They are going to be so quick to tell on you, especially if you're a black man of power, or if you get money like that. Oh, they're going to be quick to tell on you. No question. They're going to be quick. So you got to understand that you got to stay focused. You got to your mindset got to be about work and getting this money. You can't worry about these women that you work with, man, because they're going to be, we know that these women they nosy. They tell everybody business. That's how they are, man. They gossip about shit. That's what they do. You got to be leery of stuff that you tell women, because you get them mad. They're going to tell all your business. With this woman, like, oh, I was afraid to tell business. You ain't that afraid. You on TV telling his business. And she didn't have to do this publicly. She could have been under the scenes, did that, whatever. She didn't have to go on TV and do that. So she knew exactly what she was doing. Now, again, these are accusations. I think I heard she took a lie detector tests and she passed. So we don't know that. We ain't seen the papers of her passing or anything. We just need overall proof of what happened. She need to have the text messages. She need to have video and all this. If you don't have evidence, we can't go by what you saying word by word, or what you no, he say, she say thing. We can't go by that. If you ain't got definite evidence of that, then we can't go by that. But if he did do that, like I said, he's an idiot. Why would you jeopardize your job and your position and your presidency of the Motor City Cruise and Wayne State and all your credentials, man? And this dude went to the same high school I did, Montford. We went to the same high school. Graduate of 2000. Mustang, what up, though? But still, man, it's like, why would you jeopardize that? Why should you jeopardize sexual assault? And that's anybody. Don't jeopardize your future and your life over that, man. Do you need sex that badly that you got to do that? Never force yourself into doing that. If a woman says no, it's just no, stay away from her. You don't need to go to jail over these women. Some of these women are just eager to put a brother in jail. They eager. They looking for the smallest thing. You got so many women that are broadcast your stuff on social media and stuff like that. See, those the type of women you need to stay away from. If they constantly telling your business on social media or telling guys business, those are the ones you need to stay away from. Because if you got some dirt on them and you put it out there, they're going to be mad. They're going to be mad. I can't tell you how many times I've came across women in my life or on social media that they told my business or said this and said that and whatever. And I don't give a damn. I keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? If you got all this energy to talk about me, that tells me you ain't got nothing better to do. You ain't got nothing better to do. And you never know. They could be, and then also too, they might have you for defamation of character. So this woman, she got to watch out for that too. She got to make sure she's telling the truth about that. Because you don't just put everybody's business out there like that. So I hate that the Pistons organization is going through that. I hate that the Cruise organization, guys like Troy Weaver, has been catching a lot of heat. And Tom Goris, Art Tellum, and Dwayne Casey, DJ Baker of the Cruise, and even women that's working in them organizations. You kind of feel for them, because if this woman that's going through that, we don't know if it's other women that's been through that too with Rob Murphy or anybody in the organization. So we don't know that unless somebody says something on it. But say something right then and there when it happens. Report somebody. Don't wait 1, 2, 5, 10 years or more down the line. Then you want to say something. That's the part I hate that women do. Don't wait on it. Just tell it. If you're getting sexually assaulted or if you're getting verbal abused or anything like that, say something. Tell somebody about that, or just go to the police. I understand as Black people, they not going to want to hear us majority of the time because we Black, understandably. And that happens. Fellas, if you getting sexually assaulted or something happened to you, you report that too. Don't feel like, oh man, I don't want it out there. Hey man, listen, we need to put stuff out there. We gotta stop being afraid to tell people stuff and let people know. But at the same time, stop telling these false allegations too. Just for you to get attention and money and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So hate that the organization going through that. Hate that other women that's working around the Pistons and the Cruise and all these organizations, man, in the city or just anywhere. So gotta watch out for that. My prayers goes out to this woman. If that really happened to her, my prayers really go out to her, and hope she can live her life the way she want to and not think everything's is going to be easy. That, oh man, this job should be easy. Like I said earlier in the video, never think any job is easy. Never think any job is easy. So I feel for the Pistons organization. I feel for this young lady. I feel for everybody involved in this. Rob Murphy, hey brother. And like I said, I met this guy. He was a cool dude, always been cool. But you hate when you have somebody in your circle that you hear stuff like this. But it could be an allegation, could be true, could not be true. We don't know that for sure. But if it is true, he's an idiot. He should be charged. He should not deal with any organization involved in the NBA or sports if that happens. You can't jeopardize that your family. And then you had your son around this man, and then her kids. And I think forcing sex and doing all this. Like, you can't do that to women. Not with this Me Too movement, man. You can't do that. Why you think they ain't? Why you think they trying to take away the Freaknik documentary? They trying to not even have that out. So you gotta you can't verbally and physically assault these women. If a woman doesn't want to have sex, she just don't want to have sex. You got to leave her alone. Can't touch her, all of this. If she says she don't like getting touched, don't touch her. If she says she don't like certain things, don't do it. Now, some of these women will say, yeah, well, I want a guy to apply pressure, or, yeah, you got to do all this. Applying pressure is not worth going to jail over, bro. Even coming up to these women, they like, oh, well, you should apply some pressure. You should do this. You should do that. I said, I'm not going to jail over no chick. If you say you ain't interested, you ain't interested. Just keep it moving. So that's my thing with that, man. Like I said, shout out to the Motor City Crews and the Detroit Pistons, man. Shout out to them or organizations. Shout out to all the sports that's in Michigan and throughout the world. And my advice to ladies, if you're going through this, say something immediately on it. Don't wait. Because you're going to think about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. And you don't want and don't do it publicly. Do it privately. Don't put the news and all that stuff on and put that on your social media and all your business like that. Everybody don't need to know that business. Do it privately. Respect it. Respect everybody's personal lives. That woman didn't care about this dude's personal life. And please don't say you was afraid at first. Now you on television telling everybody business. So obviously you weren't afraid. You was just waiting at the right time. We don't know if this woman could be on a come up or doing it for attention or something like that. There's women that are like that and will lie. That's no doubt. But we don't know that for sure. We got to get more facts into it. So I may do a part 2 to this. I just want to get more information about this, man. But I just want to speak about it from my perspective and meeting Rob Murphy myself and seeing what kind of guy he is and stuff like that. He don't seem to be that kind of guy, but sometimes you never know what a person is. You can meet somebody and then you don't know they having a double life or they miserable. You know, they triggered. They personal life is messed up. You just don't know. So just wanted to put that out there, man. And y'all tell me what y'all think about this, man. What's y'all thoughts about it? And just let me know, man. And I'll holler at y'all. Peace out.